Oh my god, our
I was
dweeb
wondering.
hair!
I thought maybe we were going to see him again when Joshua kept coming to us in like the dreamscape.
Yeah!
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love.
Oh.
Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps.
It's like, I was gonna pet
Easy
you,
boy.
but you growled at me and then walked away.
It's because he wasn't any of those things. Therefore, he's unlovable.
This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here?
Was that our old sword?
But now it's super powered.
Or maybe that was our old sword.
Sparring sword.
No. Well, it was a old sword.
It's actually the ultimate weapon.
Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy?
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, bo.
Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting.
Oh, bo. Before he turned into a glowing blue
Let's take this
wolf.
with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Okay.
How did he get up there though? When I mean, he's
Jump.
a big boy. I assume he could probably jump that easily, but
Remember how sometimes he's juggling enemies that are way up in the air? It's like that.
That's how he did it.
Torgal.
Yeah,
like,
bitch.
I don't give a shit. He's like, I'm gonna make you swim, and I'm gonna take the boat.
Think you're gonna make me swim? I'll show you.
I think I know where we're going.
Aw, our home. Before it all went to shit.
Kind of did. But then again, what major city hasn't at this point? The list is small.
Yeah, it's true.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
All right.
Cute.
That's great. Story.
And on the plus side, another level.
Torgal. Doesn't
Story and
overstay its
Torgal.
welcome.
Yep.
I'm going to need those 3 attack points to fight Ultima.
Yes.
Attack potency. Well, I don't even know if you're going to be around for much of this. Maybe one fight if I don't know. He could die too. I'm not trying to put that in the universe. I'm just saying, like,
He better friggin' not. No, all of us are
he's-
gonna survive.
He's
We're
old
gonna
and
be great.
dying. Joshua's young and dying. All of this usage from Clive has certainly had to be taking a toll of some kind, right?
Right, I would think so. They always say that Jill's curse is really bad, so she's probably dying too.
I mean, who isn't dying, really?
When you
So
think of it that way,
this is one of those plus symbols I was talking about. We did do 2/3 of it. It must be to do some of the boost or something. Maybe we'll finish it. Maybe I'll do it off air just to get it out of the way. I don't know. We picked up Three's company. It involves our uncle, who's generally amusing. So even though I mentioned like while we're here, I will do this one because it sounded decent.
mhm.
Um,
you were actually paying attention while I was googling things, so I actually don't know why we're here.
We're meeting with the most capable man in the world.
Oh my god, all the way fucking over there?
And you're like, isn't that me? No. I'm not capable of cutting an enemy's head off when it's become abundantly clear that I need to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not capable of sprinting in towns.
Yep.
Oh, please.
We're an outlaw, but we're not heathens.
Scared.
Okay, so no one likes the floating thing.
Sounds about right.
I don't blame them, to be clear, but...
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. You know, to 15's credit, 15 always had the chocobos come in from behind you, so they weren't just coming in through walls. I'm just saying maybe 16 could have taken a couple notes from that, so it's less jarring.
And at 14, you sort of summon them from the ether, so you can essentially get away with bringing them in from anywhere, in one way. Excuse me. Jump! Great. Why am I still getting these? I don't know. I can't help myself. It's not that far off the beaten path.
That can't be Rutherford, can it?
Alright, here we go. Rutherford B. Hayes. That's not his name.
Oh, that guy in purple
Turncoats
looks
and
cool.
cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige him. This won't take long.
You're right. It won't.
I know you don't know who I am, but
Finish him.
we haven't even started. How can you finish me? This isn't Mortal Kombat. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to walk forward.
You're right.
It's important that I do this not out of laziness, but that is part of it, but to really show off for Rutherford. Like, look what I can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're dead. And you're dead. You're going to be dead. You're going to be dead. And that's it. And now I can be like, see? Everything you heard and more is true about me. Even a cool finisher.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
We'll never know if he was going to fall off the cliff or not. Well, we might after this. Once this loads, maybe. Let's see if he falls in.
I'm watching.
Oh, boo!
It teleported us. Lame.
It took like 16 seconds. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors.
Oh.
I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore.
That is not where
But
they
I
died.
hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
Nothing.
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either.
I'm actually really bad at it.
And I have other problems
I kind of
to attend
suck.
to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Uncle Byron?
So.
He's
And
good at
would
that
he
sort of
happen
thing.
To be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Please don't ask me to roleplay.
It's not my forte.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Bye.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This
No
is a
one
job
can
for someone with
Do
experience.
that though, Clive.
And we're working on the medicine thing.
Someone like
That
Quentin.
is true. We're trying.
I hope I can convince him at least.
Quentin. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember who that is.
You will when we see him.
I'm sure you're right. I don't remember. It's terrible.
Quentin. Yes. Again, just trying to take care of all the ones in the perimeter. Then we'll go back, turn these 3 in, see if the Joshua one pops up. We're not going to do it tonight.
Oh my god, freaking Lost Wing.
Yeah.
Remember when there used to be people here? It's wild.
Zoom out. Ah, wrong way.
Oh.
This is why I gotta look. Oh, excuse me, Torgal.
Oh my god. Almost murdered the baby.
I can't help it. I turn around so quickly. It's the only thing I do quickly. Because trudging up this hill, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
No chocobos allowed.
And we can't sprint because we could murder the Akashic that are here.
Ah. Well, there you are.
I've emerged from the hillside.
You were at the J.C. Penney, I see. Well, welcome back. All right, we need to hug the right side here. Okay. You got it.
We can do that.
Just trample all these crops, and I went past it.
That'll do, girl.
You're not allowed to be in the scene. Get out.
Goodbye.
Does this man ring a bell for
Oh
you?
shit! Yes, it does. Oh.
Harry Potter.
How did I forget him?
It's been a long
That's-
time.
it
I'm not
has-
really going to give you grief for it.
I have a proposal for you.
Do you now?
I only have so much room in my
Something
brain.
tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotan
I remember
gold.
he-
Speaking a little quicker.
And then
He's a little quicker.
propose.
Now that he's killed a man, he's
He's
like,
also very quiet
yes.
relative to the other conversational volume, but it's fine.
It's fine. We can't hear him, and maybe that's for the best.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years.
I don't need your
I know it's a
sarcasm.
lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, We'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that
I have
any
no
rejoinder
emotion.
I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated.
Yeah, for the love of God, don't make
I
us do
hear
it.
the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long.
That random bearer really
Want
talked
to
some
know that
sense
his
into
plan is
him.
taking shape.
Thanks, random bearer.
Good job, sir. It's actually kind of sad he doesn't have a name. But
Make for Garnick.
where is that?
God only knows. Yeah. It's been too long. I was never great at remembering in the first place. Here we are. One of these is it. Nobody's Tool.
That was the Doris one.
Yes, which we may or may not need to finish. I like Doris.
I like her too,
I like hating
but-
her former mentor, but I don't know if it's in my medium priority list.
Medium priority's good. Yeah, that's the one where it's like, we'll circle back to this if we have time.
I'll think about it, which is more than I can say for a couple of these.
That's true. Some of these were a hard no. It's like, no,
I'm sorry, I can't.
Come on.
I can't. I'll report later because I'm
Looks
planning
good.
on doing all the things because
Looks good. Don't mind.
Get surrounded.
These are cash right there, just chilling in the middle of the road.
they are doing great.
Similarly, we'll probably do a couple hunts. I'm not doing all those. If they're S's, I'll think about it.
That's fair.
We'll see.
S hunts
entire
feel a
village
little
looks
more
abandoned.
worthwhile.
Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Don't worry, Clive. I have a quest icon. It tells me which house it is without me even having to think.
And thank God for that.
I am head empty, so it's a good thing. Inspect. Something.
This is
Something
a
about Karen
really
Orvent.
logbook. You take this from the
Inspect
local
by kicking.
barracks.
We have no respect for
Inspect.
what the fuck was that word?
The
A
folklorist
Moogle.
fabulary.
Certainly varied.
From a
Chapter
distance.
16. That's hilarious.
I got my book that I
If
was
what
here
it says
for.
is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Apparently, it says something important. I wish we could have read it.
Nope. All right. Now, I can't just go back to the hideout because something is apparently awaiting me when I try and leave.
Yep.
Leaving so soon, stranger.
A ninja.
We've been watching you.
I
a
always
distance.
feel like... Oh, he said the thing.
Subtle. I
Subtle.
know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the
Executor.
book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
So I know who you are, but do you know who I am?
Yeah, because
Because-
I'm like kind of a big deal.
Because I've been running around
see,
doing
shall we?
quests for a minute, so you know what I'm going to start this fight with. That's not going to slay the big one, but... I'm never tired of it. You're not going to like this, so you're going to be sad. I didn't even get the attack off for me to dodge. It was really stuff. You got some damage off, but the exchange was I staggered you, so... Let's get into this, 'cause it's fun. Stop time. There's Torgal.
Yep, he's growling very viciously, like a good boy.
Good job, buddy. Doing great. This is also for you in the stop time. Well, the slow to time. It's not with stop.
Yeah.
Back dash. Orbs. What are you going to do about it? Not that. You're going to hit your half stack. Oh, that's cool.
And now you're dead.
And he
choking.
made gargling noises as the blood coagulated in his throat.
Great.
Hey, some of those clutch mines we need.
Hey, it's great. I'm really glad we spent Gil on those.
I mean, I have 270,000. We'll be fine. Where did he come from?
Impressive.
Will
But
you fight
we
us
have
yourself?
other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind.
Oh.
It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
I don't know. We didn't read it.
Yeah.
Your
Honest.
may be sharp, but your wits are dull.
Kinda.
Kind of. It's a little rude, but kind of
There
accurate.
is no correct interpretation of history.
Oh.
That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Cool, thanks. I like that he's like, we'll get the book, and then just kidding, we won't actually take the book.
He's not real, Clive. Now I can
We
relate.
imagined the whole thing.
Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Vivian, could you please explain ninjas?
Yeah, you know what
That'd
that's
be
about,
great.
right?
All right, what this is going to allow us to do is end for the week here, because what we'll do is go back to the hideaway and then turn all these in starting next week, because there's a lot of them, and I don't know how long they're going to take.
And hopefully when we turn some of these in, it'll unlock some of the other ones that I have on my list.
That's kind of what I want to see for pacing purposes before we make a decision on some. There's like 2 medium ones we talked about. Before I worry about any of that, he's here, which is convenient.
That is convenient.
Maybe I'll just save here then, since he's standing right in front of us. Then we can go up that way and turn in those 3. These 3 are all on the probably never list.
Yep.
But if others pop up, or if they don't and we want to circle back to Doris or something else, we'll have those options. We'll see how it goes. We're definitely not doing them all, but again, some of these are cool and it's at a pivotal moment, so I don't want to like just shun them all. However, I also don't want to do them all.
I mean, as long as we can do Joshua and Jill's, we'll be fine. And I don't know why
then-
his isn't showing up yet to get to hers. It's a little troubling, but
I'm hoping that
sure
if we
we'll figure
turn
it
in the
out.
medicine one, I don't know if it mentioned that that was the lineage of it, but I'm hoping turning that one in will help with that, and we'll see.
I hope so too.
And we'll also have the hunts to look at again. Again, there's probably, I think at least 2 of those were S's. There may have been more. There were 7. I didn't look that closely. I remember at least a couple were A's as well. But we'll take a look at all that, and then apparently we will finally head, this away. Because, there's this new floating giant mother crystal thing.
Yep.
So we will deal with that and see what sorry fate awaits at least one of our friends.
I'm not ready.
So sorry about that, but bye.